Well, hello guys, welcome back. Happy Sunday, happy Easter, happy second Ostara, whatever you are celebrating. I swear to the goddess, my hair is perfectly fine. I did this big to-do last night with all the gods and goddesses, went to the nines. Long story short, my hair looks like I haven't touched it in a week, but believe me, it got all the love last night. We do want to send out our love and sympathy to any Christian, Catholic, what have you viewers we have. We just found out in the news about the tragedy in Sri Lanka, so we want to send our love and sympathy out for you. And I woke up and the gods felt kind of sad, and I hadn't been aware of the news at the time, and they just all seemed really sad and really down. And I'm like, why are you so sad? Why are you real down? And sometimes the gods will not tell you. And I was like, are you sad because it's Easter? Do you think I'm going to try to dress in 2 seconds and run to church? And it was during 9 in the morning, so it was like too late. And I'm like, it's okay, I love you. And then I found out about the tragedy, and they're just really upset. In my experience, and this is mine, all gods are fond of all humans. They might not call every single human in the world to them because they're not interested in that, but they don't want to see humans hurt. So they're kind of a little upset and a little down now, in my experience. So if you can give them a little extra TLC today, it's good. But, it does bring up a point of being Easter Sunday that, it's perfectly okay to spend time with the Christians in your family. It's perfectly okay to go to church if you feel called to go to church. And it's perfectly okay to do whatever gives you comfort. I tried to call my friends right away to see if they were okay, to see, like, did their church cancel? Were they okay? But I didn't get a call, so I assume they're all at church. And that does scare you, because I'm like, oh my god, because we had the tragedy, the natural tragedy at Notre Dame. And then a guy tried to set St. Pat's on fire, and he had tried it somewhere else. And you can tell the former Catholic St. Pat's. I'm assuming you know where that is. And then some other Catholic churches were attacked. So, and it's not just from being a former Catholic, it's from being a human being. I would not be any less, concerned if it were a mosque or synagogue or anything else. And if we want to have compassion in the world, we have to make sure to extend it to other people. Or compassion can't just be for the pagan, Wicca, whatever community, and then just stop there and everybody else is the bad guy. That's not how compassion works. So we do send our love and healing and compassion for, for the world in general right now, because the world in general needs it. And it also brings up, too, Odin was kind of like poking at me with a spear, because he's getting back to getting his ginger back. He's actually growled at me a couple times, and I'm like, ah, good, the old Odin's back. And he had me watch a thing on Jesus. Don't worry, follow me through on this. And I already knew this, guys, but Jesus had male and female followers, which anyone with common sense knows. It wasn't just all dudes. And it talked about how, they had to have male and female followers because at the time, the way the social system was set up, if a guy had showed up with oil and said, I don't know, anoint the ladies, yeah, that wouldn't have happened, because remember, the cult of Dionysus was still very active at the time as well, and males in that cult would have loved to anoint the ladies, huh? And so, if you were going to anoint or baptize a male, you needed a male. If you were going to anoint and baptize a female, you needed a female. And remember, baptism back then was buck naked. So, yeah, you are not going to have a man baptizing the buck naked ladies. That is not going to happen in the cult of Jesus. So, hear laughter back here. But yeah, it was this thing. They needed both because they had gender roles. And in the early church, they actually had female bishops, and they had women giving mass, and they had female priests, priestess, if you are more modern. And, after a while, Constantine took over, and he wanted this very phallic, very masculine, very, boys only church, so the women got pushed out. And then 1600 years later, we're all pagans. That worked for you, huh? And so, it's okay to have compassion for people. And it's okay to look at the past and go, that's the past, and some horrible things happened, but that is the past. As I was watching it, Dionysus is always like, you're my priestess, you're mine. So, I had mixed emotions, but I've never felt Dionysus be like that's the enemy. Their were actually so much alike you could confuse which one you were looking at. Early pictures of Christ, early sculptures of Christ, especially by the Romans and the Greeks, Dionysus. You're not going to tell me that's not Dionysus. Physically beautiful male specimen with abundant curly hair just cascading down his back. Very beautiful features. Kind of sensual in the movements with how he would, would be displayed moving that. That's Dionysus. After a while, when the Christians took over and truly tried to make their cult different, all of a sudden Jesus is, I'm sorry, dog ugly and straight up and down. It's like he was made out of a plank of wood. There was no dimension to his body. People suddenly forgot anatomy. It was amazing. So, I'm hearing laughter back here. But yeah, guys, it's okay to revisit old gods, goddesses, whatever. Even if it's the Christian god, you're not going to die. Odin's not going to drown you, and Loki's not going to set you on fire. Shut up, Loki. He's helping me back right mind. No, he won't. Because one of the churches attacked was the St. Anthony Church, and St. Anthony was a very dear saint to me, and St. Michael was very dear to me. And all these angels and saints I worked with. And at the time I came into Wicca, it was you had to make a clean break. There was none of this intermingle stuff there is today. Okay, this was decades ago. You did not see your old god again. You did not keep your old holidays. You did not ever see the angels and saints and anything else. Some people were so radical they just cut themselves off from their family too. Now, that's a complicated issue. Sometimes it's for the best if we're not with our family while we're getting to establish into paganism if they're very hostile or not going to give any leeway. But at the same time, once you are established pagan, once you do know your witchcraft and you do have down which gods you love, then that's your business who you worship, because frankly, it is. Don't let internet trolls or real life trolls tell you you can't worship this god or goddess or work with this angel or saint or do whatever. Our ancestors would have had a mixed bag. Whatever god or goddess wandered in, that's who they worked with. So again, we want to send our love and healing out to the Christians, and there were many fireworks between the videos because I had done an even better version of this video, which you would never see because the microphone was turned off. So happy Easter, guys. Happy second Ostara. Happy spring. Happy whatever. I was kind of mixed between should I try to go see my friends because I'm very achy, yet I don't have that cold thing, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, I want to spend time with them because of this tragedy, but at the same time, they can seem glaringly oblivious to what's going on in the world, so I don't know. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.